the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA. And David Aldridge is standing by for...
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis.
Sure does, D.A. Thank you so much. So the Nets starting five. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the point. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Gasol in at the five. So the Lakers win the tip. James looking around. And finished off by Davis.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Green kicks to Harden. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Here's Davis. Gasol passes to LeBron. Schroeder against Irving. Lock at 6. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Brooklyn. Davis, the pass to Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one drops for him.
Yeah, you know, when you give Caldwell Pope any daylight to get his shot off, he's knocking it down. He's a gifted shooter.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Caldwell Pope against Harden. James outside. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
Brooklyn with the ball. Irving surveying the floor. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. James, the pass to Gasol. And James with the basket on the assist by Gasol. LeBron's got his second bucket.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Caldwell Pope, and it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. From 13, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. That one drops for him.
And, you know, sometimes you feel like every single jumper Harden takes is going in, especially from that in-between area.
Harris against James. To the paint. Here's Davis. Pass to Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Nets trail by 3. Shamet on the wing. To the inside. Jordan, high post. Harrell on him. Brown, good.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Caruso. He kicks to Morris. Takes it off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
It's the Nets now. It's a 3-point game, and that one's good. Shamet.
Boy, always cool to see big guys dropping dimes. Jordan's playmaking ability is coming along.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. Now the feed to Harrell. And Jordan sends it back. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Shamet. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Harrell trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Shamet. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Caruso, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Kuzma outside. Pass to Caruso. That's tipped. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Yep, it counts. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The Lakers trade. Kuzma outside. Jordan with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Shamet. Off target from outside. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Nets lead by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former team.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris. Then it's Matthews. And it's Caruso in at the point. Now, here's Matthews. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet. Morris kicks to Harrell. Uncovered. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Count it. Luwabu's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2, so timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Brooklyn making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Now here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's LeBron, drilled from 11 feet out. James has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
It's Harden with the drive.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. Her passes to Gasol. Davis dishes to James. And the foul on Joe Harris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Irving kicks to Harris. Green against Davis. Green passes to Harden. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Now you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hand.
Now here's LeBron. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Lakers with the ball. 4-point game. Schroeder looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Irving. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine. Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Irving against Schroeder. It's deflected. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And for the Lakers, they're shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. James kicks it over to Schroeder. Gasol, the bounce pass. Davis, the pass to James. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by LeBron.
Timeout. You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Harden draws the double. Here's Brown. That shot off. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
Nets trail by 4. Now, here is Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Nets. And James throws it down.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now here is Harris. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here we go. Lakers running again. Here's Schroeder. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They recover it. Bucket is good. .26 seconds left here in the second. James outside. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. Out to Harris. Just his first attempt. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Nice step in from the line that time by Harris. Gets those looks because you've got to respect his 3.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. Brooklyn shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And Davis can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2, that ties it up. And that's 15 points for James Harden.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Here's James on the money with the open jumper. LeBron's got 14 points for the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. From deep, Green, Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Los Angeles guys shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 8.
Extremely accurate from the mid-range. Caldwell Pope knows he has the touch to score from there.
Here's Harden.
Mercy, mercy me. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Schroeder against Irving. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Schroeder against Irving. There's the pass to Shamet. To the wing on the left. Jordan with it. And they double up Jordan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the Lakers with possession here. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Morris outside. Lets it go with a 3. The offensive rebound. Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And so he hits both. Here's Irving. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the shot goes down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That shot wide open. 16 points for LeBron.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Here we go, one-on-one. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan. Outside Irving from past the arc. The shot that time not on target. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Irving against Schroeder. Irving's shot is good. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Here's James. Timeout called the Lakers. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Matthews comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Brown is checked in for Irving. Here's Caruso. Banked in off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Nets trail by 8.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility. Early in his career, I think he's going to be fine in the long run. Excellent demonstration there of squaring himself up towards the basket. Matthews knocking it down from deep.
To the right side. And they double up Jordan. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Ball's knocked loose. Kuzma passes to Matthews. Morris outside. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. To the left side wing. A wide open look here for Kuzma. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Perry passes to Jordan. Here's Shamet. Jordan trying to free himself up. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
You know, in this 21st century version of the NBA, just being big is not enough. Davis personifies the evolution of the big guy. He's got game from everywhere on the floor. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Here's Caruso. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Los Angeles on top, leading by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Well, Davis, one of the hardest working and best rebounders in the NBA, showing you great effort that time.
Timeout called, the Nets. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got them going, guys.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Inside, there's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Harden with the stuff.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you, and he'll put you in a poster if you let it.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Schroeder against Harden, and that one's good. Schroeder.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's platinum-level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. To the paint. And Harrell slams it in.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Brown with it. Now guarded by Harrell. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Some changes for the Lakers. Marcus All's checked in for Harrell. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside, Davis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. A three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
It's tipped. Irving finds Harris. Jordan at the elbow. Over Gasol. No good from Jordan.
I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
Caldwell Pope with a wide-open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 15-point game. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
For 3, Harris drills the three-pointer.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
James against Harden. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Irving against Schroeder. Pass to James. Down low. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Nets trail by 12. Harden right side. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
DeAndre Jordan is simply wearing them out tonight, performing at a high level.
LA's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. LeBron against Harden, and the dunk by LeBron.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. And the shot goes in. And that's now 10 points for Anthony Davis.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Kyrie Irving.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Outside, Green. Harden way outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
LeBron against Harden. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester.